Welcome to Analytics with Nags. In this video, I'm going to talk about what is Power BI. I'll start with the definition. Then I will try to explain different challenges currently some industries are facing and how Power BI trying to solve that problem. With this note, let's begin. I'll start with the definition. It is a comprehensive business intelligence and data visualization platform. Basically, business intelligence is all about integrate data from the various sources and then create interactive, actionable, visually immersive insights out of it. And in between transformation, you will not transform the data, you will also do the modeling as well. So this is the core part of BI where you convert your data into insights. Power BI implements BI, helps you to implement BI. That is the definition of Power BI. And you can also securely share your reports and dashboard with the business users using the Power BI services. So this is the whole purpose of Power BI. We will try to understand Power BI more by understanding one of the challenges in the manufacturing industry. Let's assume he is a manufacturer of pipelines, oil rig pipelines. Okay. Now, from the salesperson perspective, he will get the order and then he has to key in the customer information in CRM database. And for the pricing details, still now this company is maintaining it in Excel. Now he will generate his own set of reports, how many sales he has did this month and what are the potential customers next month. Those kind of reports this salesperson is responsible for. So this information will be passed to the production team for the manufacturing. So he will have his own planning software, because as a production he need to say like before 3 months, or this particular order will take manufacturing of 3 months. Those kind of information he also has to maintain, and he will has supplier information as well from a production team. Supplier means, because in order to manufacture some pipelines, he will not have all the raw materials. He will has to contact all the supplier information. The supplier information is maintained here. So in order to deliver that particular order, he has to create compile certain reports out of the box from his own set of data. Now there can be a common report this person has to generate, right? This production team will generate one report that will be consumed by the salesperson. Okay. And then he has to generate another report out of it. Maybe he has to give a plan to the current status to the customer, right? Every bi-weekly. This is, let's say, 100 orders. There are in 2 weeks he has to provide updates. Let's say 10 out of 100 order, 10 items has been manufactured. This will be the timeline. Those kind of steps he has to provide. So there are a lot of dependencies between the teams and the data they process. They are dealing with the sales data and purchase orders and supplier data, and what are the challenges they need to have. Is there any delays? Those kind of information they will keep on interacting. Now this set of information will pass to certain users, and production team will pass certain information to some users. Let's call them as managers, production manager and sales manager. And there can be a CEO or director or whoever is in charge for that company. He has to get reports from all these people, even from the sales and from production, and he will understand what is the status of this organization. So what are the challenges of this process? Is like everything is a manual process. Information is scattered. He has some certain information, and there are a lot of dependencies between them. Let's say he has to deliver this report every bi-weekly, but during that time this person is on leave. There is no way this report can be generated, but this person has to wait until this person generates. This is the happening even now in 2026 in many companies and organizations. So dependencies are there, time to deliver is getting delayed. It is taking too much time to generate the reports. In order to compile every week, they spend 2 to 3 hours for generating, compiling the reports. What are the sales and what is the outstanding production, who is the supplier, what is the delay, those kind of things. Everything is manual. Every week people are spending many hours, and sometimes if that data exceeds the limit of the files or the database, small database they maintain, that is also a challenge. Then sharing and collaboration also a problem. Like if they maintain it in some conventional reports like Excel or some tools, there is no security on top of that. So these are the challenges. Power BI trying to solve all these challenges, meaning like it will first integrate all the data, sales, production, or how many sources you have, it will try to integrate. And if you want to apply some logics and business logics, let's say in the previous slide, it is not just extracting this information, he will apply his own logics, calculations that salesperson knows, and production person will know he has his own logic and business logics or business terminologies. He will apply and create these reports. So these kind of transformations and any conversions we need to do and business logics we need to apply, you can apply it here in a single place. And once you do that, you will create a common model that can be shared, and from that you can create interactive reports where your information is present in a single version of truth, and then it will be presented to the respective users with a secure way. So basically it is trying to solve all the challenges that we have seen before, like time to deliver. Once you build this model, next time it's a click of a button, all the data will be refreshed, ensuring that the data required is entered in your source systems. Then everything will be smoother, and that reports are shared with the users in a secure manner. If some reports are seen by this person, sales manager, he will see only specific to the sales, and some reports to the production manager, he will see only production data. As a CEO, he has to see all the reports, so he will see the reports. So most of the challenges that I have talked about earlier has been addressed by Power BI. That is another scenario I want to explain how Power BI trying to solve. Let's say it's a conglomerate, meaning like the group company holds different businesses. They're running retail businesses, they're running car dealership, they're running manufacturing businesses, and they don't care about all the business how they're running. They have the directors responsible for each business. Okay, so they will be responsible for each businesses, but from the group company they want to consolidate only the financial statements, what is happening, right? Excuse me, which business is running good, which business is not running good. Basically they want to see income statement and balance sheet, those kind of stuff. So from these companies, group companies can extract only the financial data, and then they can see what is happening inside the companies. So in this scenario also, it's like a consolidation from each company, and then you apply the logics and then you generate the report. So from HQ company, if some company is not performing as expected, they will intervene detail into these reporting systems as well, or they can create these kind of reports in the group HQ as well. It depends upon how the organization needs. So there are lots and lots of use cases. Business needs reports to be automated, consolidated. Power BI is the one that solves this problem. That is why Power BI is so powerful and it becomes so famous, and it can solve most of the consolidation reporting needs in a single platform. So this compromises of three things. One is Power BI desktop and Power BI services. Even you can have this Power BI online version in your mobile. So Desktop is the authoring tool, where it is a developer tool. Basically, you will integrate the data and you create your reports, model it, all the development work you do it in the Power BI desktop. Once it is developed, it will be deployed in the services where it will be shared to the business users. I hope you understand what is Power BI is, with the definition, with different scenarios. Let's try to install the Power BI in upcoming videos and start learning in this channel. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and comment below for queries. And do remember that data is your asset.